Please, please.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so this weekend, I went to the Switch, and So I went into the Switch, thanks. So I went into the Switch not knowing, like, what God was gonna do in my life. I was just open arms and just gonna let him work. And so I was put in a group, and late Friday night, these two little girls, about this tall, they're like super tiny, and they came and they were in my group, and they were super quiet like the whole night. They would not open up, and we just kept praying for these girls. And Saturday, they ended up opening up. They connect with me like so much. This little girl, her mom had passed away 3 or 4 years ago, and we connected with that because my mom passed away about 5 or 6 years ago, and she just opened up to me and told me her whole entire story. And she's 11 or 12, and this is crazy. I'm like, how are you dealing with this? Because she's so little. And her friend named Natalie, the little girl is named Kaylee. Her friend Natalie was just talking to me about her friend, because her friend like couldn't really talk a whole bunch, and they just connected to me. They kept hugging me, and during worship, I was just like worshiping, like crying out to the Lord, and then I feel like a tug on my waist, and I open my eyes, and the little girl has her arms wide open, and then I just pull her in and just like hug her for like 20 minutes, and we are just like singing to the Lord. It's amazing. And earlier that day, we went out to Flint for an outreach, and this girl was telling me how her home life is so broken. She lives with her dad, and her dad doesn't have money for school supplies, and all this stuff happens. And I just felt in my gut that right then and there, I was like, I need to help these little girls, because I know how it feels like not to live in a single parent home. And so Saturday night, after I felt the Lord just stirring in my heart, I went out I bought 2 backpacks, filled them all full of school supplies, and then I brought them in Sunday morning and blessed the little girls with backpacks. And it was an incredible feeling, because they just had the biggest smile on their face. They hugged me, and my heart just felt overflowing. And they also said Saturday night, they were crying out. They've never felt loved before. They're afraid to love. They're afraid to show love because of their home life. And they come from families, but we're just so like, a lot of us take it for granted for having like parents that love.
That was good. Let's keep it going.
We take it for granted, and it's just overwhelming that these girls are so little, but they have so much joy in them, and they're seeking to find God. Like, they're this big. When I was that big, I was doing whatever, but they want more of God. They came here to find more of God, and I believe that they were put in my group for a reason, for me to connect with them. And also, one more thing, Kaylee, the one that I connected with the most, she is really bad at asthma. She had an asthma attack Friday night, and Saturday night during worship, we prayed healing over anyone that wanted healing, and she felt right then and there when we were praying for her, her lungs just like opened up. There was no more like tightness or anything, and she was healed before our eyes, and it was incredible, because she said her lungs had been so tight for so long, and it was hard for her to breathe, and they just opened up, and she said she's been perfectly fine, like all Saturday morning, or all Sunday morning, and she's believing in Christ, and it's incredible, and she's coming back, and I love it.
Praise God.